Hi folks, back again. Okay, so today we're going to look at, yesterday I said something about Bitcoin replaces the whole system, and that's a new idea that's floating around. Bitcoin takes out the fiat system, the central banks, the stock exchange, everything. It takes out everything. So, if that is true, then I believe Microstrategy is playing the part of the new central bank. And, sorry, I'm getting messages here I got to get rid of. Okay, so, so Microstrategy is essentially taking the place of the new central bank. It holds all the wealth of the country, and it's in Microstrategy. Is that true? We know Michael Saylor's a good guy, and he's a good player. So let's see what we have to say about if it is in fact the new central bank. So we'll do a read on Microstrategy and we'll see what they tell us today. Considering we looked at Coinbase and we know what Coinbase is doing, they seem to be the clearinghouse or the central money for the dark side, and maybe the Microstrategy is the central clearinghouse for the United States for the good side. Let's see. That's my premise anyway. Strong, brave, bold. You know, when I did the Trump reading and the camera kept shutting off, this was the first card I got for Trump, but this is also what we're getting for Bitcoin and MicroStrategy as the central bank. So that's kind of interesting that that's happening. Strong, brave, bold. Yes, and it's orange like Bitcoin. So that's kind of a cool thing. Already, I think our read is turning into positive information that we can circulate. Very exciting. It's nice to know we're moving into a new world. Things are being put into place. Hope you're having a good day. I have to go out and garden after this, so I'm getting geared up. Boy, yesterday I was like completely flat all day. I think it was a Schumann. Anyway, death. Uh-oh. Death. Death. What does that mean? An ending to the old one. I think that's the ending to the old central bank, because MicroStrategy is here to stay. Ain't going nowhere, baby. Interesting. Strong, brave, bold, and death. This is very vibrant. It doesn't feel at all like death. What are you going to tell us, Moon card? You always say so much. You always have so much to tell us. So much. The moon is speaking so loudly lately. Okay. Tell us what we need to know. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. What is MicroStrategy? What is MicroStrategy? Because, seriously, what else could they be if they're not that? In Pisces, way at the end. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. New world. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. That's the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Yeah, if this didn't happen, it wasn't going to happen. We would all have been slaves and we would have been food. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. Additional meanings for this card. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayani. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Pisces is a sign of reveries and mysteries or depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It is a sign of water in the unconscious. Its energy is deep, like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and allow your emotions to reign free, or free reign. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card, it is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. Well, it sounds like we're on to something here, because the moon just confirmed that whatever we're thinking, whatever we're asking about, and that's the replacement of the central bank with Microstrategy. It's a small strategy to replace the central banks. I think that's true. So we'll have to see. Microstrategy. And who's in charge? Michael Saylor. Lots of integrity. That's great. Oh, that's a really good feeling. And it almost feels better that it's confirmed. I like the idea. It made me feel good having that idea. But now that it's virtually being confirmed, that's even better feeling. I feel more secure. Anyway, let's put these up here. Okay. How's Microstrategy showing up on our reading? The Fool. A new journey. Starting over. That first step off the cliff into the abyss. We know where we're going. Microstrategy. They got a lot of Bitcoin, man. I can't even imagine that much Bitcoin, but I guess they have to hold it for a whole bunch of people. What's challenging Microstrategy at the moment? Oh, FUD, fear, uncertainty. People being trapped, but they're not. And all the IRS and all the bad stuff that they've been threatened with. Everybody's saying they're not money. That's not true. Bitcoin is money. Microstrategy. So, fear, uncertainty. Okay, where are they coming from? Broken heart. Ouch. Yeah, well, that's the central bank, and that's what the central bank does to us. It breaks our heart. It destroys us. It tears us up. What's the best case scenario? What are we hoping for? Oh, new places to go, new vistas. And the world, and being part of the world. Thoughts and plans for the world. For the world. 2 wands. Yeah, I think that's a good card for our Microstrategy. It's the plan for the world. And, you know, Russia, US, China, those are the big players. Also, India, Africa, those are the big players. So, new plans for the world, Microstrategy, that's what's going to take North America. I think Mexico, United States, Canada will all be together in one continental group, shall we say. Anyway, I've heard rumblings about that before, that we'll have continents and that we'll manage things through continents, no longer countries. Something Michelle Fielding said, which it rang true with me, and it's stayed with me. Anyway, Microstrategy. Okay, where are we going to? Page of Wands. So we're going from, this is wish fulfillment. We're going from here to the brand new vistas, new places to think about, action, making a plan, starting a new world. Yeah. And Wands is action. There's an action plan. action plan, thoughts, going to new places. Well, that's exciting. Let's see. What are our tools? What do we have available? Decisions. Blocking the current central bank. And people have to make a decision because the central bank is no longer useful. It's Microstrategy. They're coming in and being established, and that's what it's going to do. It's going to hold the place for people. No more stealing. No more stealing from the people. There's money and it's sitting there. There's wealth. The wealth of the nation. That's pretty much what they're saying. Cool. And if they have to hold for Mexico and Canada too, because they're doing their own thing, then it's going to be even bigger, more like the world. But no more stealing, and decisions being made to block the Federal Reserve. I think that's what we're seeing here. Okay, what does the Microstrategy think in terms of its place? Oh, but fast movement. We're going there quickly, maybe faster than we think. I think October is going to be the big fiat downfall. But in the meantime, Microstrategy moving along, buying more Bitcoin whenever they can. I don't know if they're buying now, but they're truly one of the whales on our side. Maybe the whale on our side. Wow, crazy. Head in the clouds? I don't think so. Head in the clouds? I don't think so. I think this is real, and it's a new moon. This is the time when we start planning for new things to come about, and then we wait until the culmination of the full moon, and then the next cycle. But we're coming up fast. They see themselves moving, coming up fast. Okay, and the environment, where do we find ourselves? Thinking about the Federal Reserve, but really, Bitcoin is stacking up. Microstrategy, maybe they're on target. They're saying, we got to stay with this, and we got to get more Bitcoin. Maybe this is what they have, and this is what they're adding on. Yeah, we need to buy more. We already have a stack of Bitcoin, but we need to buy more. I don't feel like that's bad decisions, but there was a whole conversation about Michael Saylor saying, don't buy stock in my company, buy Bitcoin. And he's saying, take the burden off the Federal Reserve having to hold all the Bitcoin for everybody and then eventually distribute it, because we don't want a central bank. Buy your own Bitcoin. Buy your own Bitcoin. Don't waste your time on this other crap that we already did a read on. And don't waste your time on stock. Buy Bitcoin. So there's a lot of things coming through here with this Microstrategy read. Very active, very active, very talking to the people, being involved. Lots of movement, lots of activity, lots of people out there pushing it, pushing the agenda in both ways. Don't pay taxes, buy Bitcoin. Both directions. A lot of activity. Okay, and hopes and fears of Microstrategy. Page of Swords, being the detective, finding out, helping people to learn. Also the shepherd, taking care, holding all the Bitcoin together for us, being the shepherd. That's another good reason to say that Microstrategy is the Federal Reserve. People are talking. Well, that's great. Good read. All right, final outcome. Rain and money. Rain and money. 10 of Pentacles. Rain and money. Lots of wealth. Rain and money. All the people in the town are getting the benefit of the money falling from the sky. How great. Bitcoin. Happy people. Meaning. Living their lives. Being secure. Building a society. Building a good society with integrity. Well, I think Microstrategy is. They're ushering in quickly they're ushering in the new world that we're going to live in. And I think they are taking the place of the central bank. They are a central place for us to hold our wealth as a country. Well, a lot better than Coinbase. Coinbase is somebody's bitch, and Microstrategy seems to be independent. Got a lot of support. Got a lot of boots on the ground, protecting it, moving the agenda forward. Okay, ready? 1, 2, stars, clouds, and a woman. A woman showed up yesterday. Stars and clouds and a woman. All right, my dear. Stars and clouds and a woman. Stars. Hopes and dreams and guidance and visions in the internet. So hopes and dreams and guidance and vision in the internet. It sounds like Microstrategy. Hopes and dreams, the money, stars. Okay. Vision, the internet. Guidance. Okay. And doubt, unclear, confusion. And the woman. Where are you, my dear? Feminine, an important female, person getting the reading. Oh, well, the person getting the reading was Microstrategy. Microstrategy isn't a woman as far as I know. But there's an important woman. So, hopes and dreams. Confusion. Hopes and dreams and confusion. Unclear, confusion and doubt. So maybe we need to clear up the confusion and the doubt in order to deliver our hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams are being confused by fear and doubt. And the woman, for the woman. Yeah, hopes and dreams are being confused by fear and doubt for humanity, for people. And that's the fear and uncertainty. It's still being confused by fear and uncertainty. We have to get clarity. Maybe the woman like yesterday and the day before are going to bring us clarity to see our hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Anxiety. Humanity. So there you have it. It's the same thing. It's Microstrategy is bringing us clarity. Microstrategy is going to show us the way. Microstrategy is protecting us from the fear and the uncertainty. So that's what they're up against, and we need clarity. We need to be able to see clearly. Microstrategy is it. Well, maybe this video will help us to see that. Okay, and our animal for today, who's showing up as the animal. Interesting. I really think that death card that's funny. Death came up for the Federal Reserve, and death came up for Microstrategy. Both places came up with death. Interesting. What's the universe telling us about that? Beaver, hardworking. It's the first thing I think of. It's the little beaver. Chew that wood. Chew, 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 chew. Earth card. Earth. Beaver. Let's see what our beaver is going to say. I guess he's not earth. He's water. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. Well, if that's not microstrategy. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home and financial stability. Wow, that's microstrategy. That's Bitcoin. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service, happy, meaningful work. Well, that's Bitcoin, and that's MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor is happy to do this because it's for the benefit of humanity. And look at these beautiful cards that we have here. We're going out into new vistas. We're moving with speed. We're blocking bad energies in the past. We're dealing with the fear and uncertainty. We're coming from a place of misery and dealing with the fear and uncertainty, and we're going to end up with raining money. It's raining money. MicroStrategy, final outcome. It's raining money. It's raining Bitcoin. Strong, brave, bold. Wow. That's a great read for MicroStrategy. There's no nefarious activity here. This is a good place. And once again, thank you, Michael Saylor, for doing what you're doing, because boy, oh boy, if you weren't. Excellent. Well, there's our read for MicroStrategy today. So having known this and having seen this, you can go away feeling that much more secure that there is no more Federal Reserve. It's now MicroStrategy, and we're all on board, and it's a good thing. They're coming up fast. They're working hard. And it's going to save humanity. Raining money. Remember, raining money. Okay. Think about raining money until I see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, like, share, and subscribe too, if you will, please. Thank you. Bye.